Outrage in Minneapolis is reopening old wounds in Ferguson tonight, where we saw similar scenes 6 years ago after the death of Michael Brown. News 4's Vinton Blandon is live in Ferguson after speaking with Brown's father. Vinny.
Barriers were put in place just in case someone decides to demonstrate. Now, the officers here in Ferguson, they said these are here, and they do this every time something like this happens across the country in case it ignites here. Now, 6 years ago, Ferguson looked a lot like Minneapolis does now, and as you said, we talked with Michael Brown Sr. just minutes before he finalized his trip to go to Minneapolis.
Day one, I'm just trying to stay busy.
Michael Brown Sr. met News 4 outside his home as he worked on his car.
Everybody had to do something, you know what I'm saying, to energize themselves. You know, so we just still hanging and trying to do what the best we can do.
He considered it a nice break from watching coverage of unrest in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Images of people protesting George Floyd's death that now has a former Minneapolis police officer facing charges opens old wounds for Mike Brown Sr.
Definitely got to stand up, speak out. The quietness is what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? So everybody don't have the same position. You got protesters, you got riders, you got people that stand in the front, you have to find your way.
His son, Michael Brown Jr., was killed in 2014. Then and now, many in this community blame a Ferguson police officer. For Senior, it all hits too close to home.
People are saying certain things like, well, they doing more than Ferguson. They doing this. Well, if you're gonna do it, I guess.
Michael Brown Sr. told me his heart aches for George Floyd and Floyd's family. Now, coming up on News 4 at 6, we're going to be talking to another person who had a front row seat to what happened here in Ferguson. That is the incident commander from Missouri State Highway Patrol. You're going to hear his story at 6 o'clock. For now, I'm live in Ferguson. Vinton Blandon, News 4.